Morning, Woodrow. Really appreciate you taking time out of your morning to join me here for this interview. How are you?
I'm excellent, Rokas. Thank you for having me on.
Great. The reason I invited you on is because I saw a few very nice wins from you in the freelancing campus. Could you explain what they were about?
Absolutely. I really enjoyed the campus, the freelancing campus in particular, and it's allowed me to set some accountability for myself by posting my wins. It's inspired me by seeing other guys' wins, using the principles in the real world. And my most recent win, actually, that I'm just about to put on is I just closed a $30,000 deal with a recurring retainer of $8,000 a month. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I was only able to do that because of the lessons I learned on the freelancing campus.
When did you join the real world?
I joined. I want to say almost day one when the real world launched. I was a pre-order, and that's so that was what I want to say November, December.
Could you discuss any other wins that you've had since joining?
Yeah, actually, in January, which in my particular industry is usually the slowest time of the year, I was able to, within the first couple days, bring in a $5,000 retainer immediately, and that was key, is just not slowing down. Honestly, when everyone is asleep during the Christmas season.
How different would you say the material is in the real world compared to what's out there on the internet?
Well, I mean, comparing what's in the real world to what's in the Matrix, right? I mean, a lot of the stuff out there is just complete garbage, is a complete scam, and is overpriced. Frankly, the real world probably doesn't charge enough. It's a terrific value, and when I compare what's in the real world compared to what's on the internet, which you can go to college on the internet now, right? And that's just a complete scam. The real world is really just where it's at.
How did you find out about the real world, and what made you decide to join it?
I found out about the real world through Andrew Tate, of course, and what made me really want to join the real world was actually the previous incarnation of the real world. I had watched Hustlers University 1, which was completely free because it's all over YouTube and it's not commercially available anymore. And there were 100 really great lessons. And I was like, this is what I'm getting for free. And I just said, I have to get this. If this is the free stuff and looking how valuable this is, then the real world is really where it's at. And I'm 100% correct. I mean, that the value is there, and I've seen it pay off in dividends.
Has the community had any kind of effect on you?
Absolutely. The community in the real world has been, honestly, it's the whole thing. I mean, to see other people on the same path as you, encouraging you, and sharing their best and worst practices has been invaluable.
Mm-hmm. Did the Wind Channel have any kind of effect as well?
Yeah, I mean, the Wind Channel in particular has had a huge effect on me personally, because being able to broadcast your own win while seeing other people's wins has a reinforcing effect. It's the psychology of it is, there's studies on this. It works.
Has your average day changed now compared to before you joined the real world? Or is it fairly similar?
My average day has changed. It's a lot more methodical. The real world is is a regular part of my day that I set aside each day to do. But that's had an impact on every other part of my life. I'm a lot more focused on the things I need to do. I'm a lot more organized. I'm a lot more meticulous. I'm a lot more driven. Since I've got involved with the real world, I've more than doubled my income. So I would say that it's been a dramatic change.